Hello, thank you all for being here and welcome to the Baltasar World Premiere. Today, after years of secret development, not only are we presenting a new car brand, but we are presenting a sports car that is the first of its kind and that will represent the track electric revolution. Since I was a child, my dream has always been developing cars. So being here today, sharing with you this project is like a dream come true. But first of all, I would like to thank all the people that made this possible, especially the team, the family, the friends, the bosses, the partners, and especially the teachers that helped me thinking that the impossible was possible. Thank you all. Baltasar cars are the first track day electric supercars. Cars especially conceived for having fun in the circuit, in the track, but while still being road legal. Cars for just having fun, for having pleasure. Cars for carpe diem. That's the philosophy of the company, and that's why we can find a C and a D in the logo. When we started the project, many years ago, in fact maybe too many years ago, the design started from scratch, not using any previous platform and with new and specific technologies in mind. All we had was a clean, blank sheet of paper for writing down the concept requirements. For example, extremely driver focused, Formula 1 style driving position, very low, very light, excellent dynamics and aerodynamics, superlative performance, road legal and FIA compliant for track racing, best possible powertrain, and modern but timeless design. With all these requirements translated into numbers, we designed this amazing car. Every single component of the car that we are going to unveil in a few minutes has been specifically designed and engineered for this super sports car, looking for perfection in terms of lightness and performance. Here, we are going to show you an example that we are very proud of, and it's very important in an electric vehicle. It's the battery pack. Designed and manufactured in combination with Meteor battery. It's a 700-volt system, twice the typical voltage in nowadays electric vehicles, and it gives us more than 600 kilometer range and 40 minutes in racing conditions. It only weighs 250 kilograms and it integrates Meteor battery hybrid cooling. And one of the best things, it allows you to charge 100 kilometers range in only 5 minutes. That's quite cool, and it's something we are very proud of. In order to fulfill the lightness requirement, nearly everything in the Baltasar Super Sports car is made of carbon fiber. The whole bodywork, the interiors, the driving seat, the steering wheel, the dash, the diffuser. But remember that Baltasar sports cars are not only road legal but track focused. That's why we also fulfill the safety requirements stated by FIA. Current cut-off switch, 6-point harness, racing seats, fire extinguisher, and safety internal structure. Here, integrated into the frame, we can see the main roll hoop, the front roll hoop, and the side impact structures, integrated in the same frame. The driver sits here, very low, in a Formula 1 style position, and with all the safety given by the external and internal carbon fiber panels and the mandatory structure by FIA. I could be hours explaining you hundreds of details about this amazing car, as for example that all the suspension components are made of aluminum, aeronautical aluminum, Kevlar and carbon fiber, or that everything is made by hand in-house. But I think that you would prefer to see the car, don't you?
Money world, I really can't complain.
Do you like the Revolt? Well, wait a second because you are going to love it. Rear-wheel drive with two independent electric motors, one for each wheel with torque vectoring. And about numbers, 500 brake horsepower. Nice. 1000 Newton meter torque. 1000. About acceleration, 0 to 100 kilometers per hour in only 2.5 seconds. That figures are very important when accelerating, but what about the mass? That is the key factor when braking or cornering. Take note, 770 kilos, only 770 kilos. That's not only the best for an electric car, but long better than any other combustion sports car. High power, even more torque, instantaneous acceleration, and minimum mass. That's why this is the electric revolution. Everything is made of carbon fiber, and from here you can appreciate the clean shapes, the clean aerodynamics of the whole design. In the front axle, we have this innovative system that integrates the cooling of the front brakes with this air intake, and at the same time we have downforce in the front axle through this surface. Also, through the interior of the lateral panels, this cold air is running up to the battery pack for the cooling system of the cells. Also, we do have these lateral intakes where we have the cold air up to the rest of the powertrain. And finally, in the rear, the hot air is flowing out through these open blades freely. Also, we do have this massive and fully functional, fully carbon fiber rear diffuser for extra downforce without adding drag. As you can see, all the lines, all the design is very fluid, very simple, and fully functional. You like it, you love it, but you want to drive it. Here you have the cockpit with all the controls, driver oriented. First of all, to get into the car, you remove the steering wheel. Depending on your physiognomy, you don't need to remove the steering wheel, but it's always easier to get inside without the steering wheel. This quick release helps a lot to do it in a fast way. We connect the 6-point racing harness, and once you have everything connected, wow, that's amazing. Once you are here, you really feel like a Formula 1 driver. It doesn't mind. You don't even need to switch on anything. Just because of the driving position, you know that you're going to have real fun with this thing. Here you have the power selector mode from Eco, Practice, Race, and Qualifying, the hardest one. In the left side, we have the selector for the regenerative braking level, from the maximum to the minimum. That's really comfortable for having some track days. Okay, it's time to finish, but I know that you have still at least two questions. One is how much does it cost, and the other one is when can you have yours. The price tag is 230,000 euros before taxes, and you can buy it now from our website baltasar.com. First deliveries will be during the second half of the next year. That's the Baltasar Revolt. That's the truck electric revolution. Thank you very much.
Money world.